Pre-order now. I almost fell for this. I literally fell for this. Oh, but dude, this is a fascinating thing. What do you mean by you fell for this? So ladies and gents, I've talked about Mr. Beast. I've talked about multiple crypto grifters, scammers. Go find out if they're real or not. Right? And people who say, no, I don't know stuff, they don't even provide an answer. They just try to bury the information. That's all they do, right? Either for their own personal gains, they're holding the bags, whatever. I'm not here to judge. I'll let you decide. And Marques Brown, he's huge influencer, 18.5 million followers, man. Unboxing stuff, review stuff. Guess what? I started doing similar stuff, unboxing and all that. I guess he's gonna be my future competition, man. But anyways, we're in different levels, different things. So I'm gonna keep that aside. I'll tell you something that's kind of that I noticed concerning. And again, do your own research and find out. He was also called out by other YouTubers for shilling Skillshare, this money-making platform where you list courses and stuff, because he was a shill, so-called promoted, if I'm not wrong, okay? And I'll probably do a follow-up on this, by the way. I'm doing this for a reason. And this is not about Marques Lee right now. It's about R1. Quick history before I come to this. You see this? This is one of the oldest iPhones. Oh yeah, I mean, I'm not bragging. Because I used to be a very gadget freak to some extent at one point. Used to buy whatever. I love tech stuff. I used to break stuff, you know, enjoy, jailbreak, this, that, learn stuff. iPhone. And then, check this out. This is one of the very first 3D camera. Okay, this is the Fly 360. Now, you tell me, how many times have you seen 3D videos on YouTube, on Facebook? Yeah, this works on YouTube and also works on Facebook. But then again, you have to have certain device, right? It doesn't work on every TV and stuff. So nobody knows about this because these came and kind of disappeared. I was one of the very few people in the beginning to actually, you know, like display, demo, and review and all this stuff. My uncles, oh my God, look at this guy, look at this. What happened to that? I'm like, yeah, kind of died to some extent. Barely people use it. And this is just one of the other examples. And before I forget, Ouya, 33 million failure. What really happened? Crazy Ken's TikTok. I have Ouya. I have to find it somewhere in my closet. I had it. I bought this on Kickstarter, if I'm not wrong. I participated in Kickstarter, some crowdfunding campaigns, quite a few times. And not all of them were good. Well, there was one flashlight that's very decent, tiny, made sense, but not really great experiences. That's all I'll tell you, okay? Ouya is a gaming console. Look at this, 13 million failure. What really happened? I'm not playing this. That's the situation. It's like an Android-based kind of game, small console, controller, whatever. Now coming to this real topic. A lot of people are like, man, you don't get on straight on topic. Yeah, man, I have to give context and history. That's how I do my thing. And if you're still watching me, that means you're my audience. You're here to learn and figure it out and have an open mind. So here it is, Rabbit R1. Let me show you this real quick. This is what it is. $199, no subscription required. Your pocket companion, pre-order now. It was announced recently, not too long ago. A personalized operating system through a natural language interface, Rabbit OS. Quick history, I also do AI stuff. I have an AI channel, right? This is my AI website, Elite System AI. So yeah, I do explore AI and I know quite a few things. I'm a learner. For me, this didn't seem extremely fascinating. And there are some legitimate questions. Why couldn't we just have a simple app on the phone? And Apple probably realized that instead of focusing on the car, how about just forget about the car? They have billions of cash. They can burn some, doesn't matter. Forget about the car. Let's actually go all in this AI stuff. So if they're working, Google and AI, they're probably working on something. And they will probably invent something that'll beat this thing. So why do I even need an extra thingy? Already people are going crazy with phones, right? I'm not a huge fan of phones. I use it only for recording and all that stuff. But I'm just saying, they're good and pros and cons. Why would you want 2, 3 multiple things? I feel this is kind of so-called a grift. I could be wrong. Somebody might want this extra fascinating thing and just want to flash around. Hey man, you know, I have this extra stuff. But for me, if this doesn't solve something that I can already do with this, it's just a grift. Just an extra grift to make some money, basically. Hey, I'm just, instead of giving the software on the in-app purchase, in-app, where Apple can control all the stuff, how about let's just take it off, make it a standalone product, just give our own so-called spin-up ChatGPT kind of language model and let them buy for hundreds of dollars. And this one has probably 100,000 pre-orders, 100,000 pre-orders. You can see it's in the news right now. 360 rotational eye, this is so-called the specification and all that. The concerning part over here is if you look at the date here, these are all data. It's a standalone gadget. Let me actually read just the basics thing so you understand here. Jesse Liu, the CEO and the founder of an AI startup called Rabbit, says he doesn't want to replace your smartphone, at least not right away. His company New Gadget 99 standalone AI device called the R1 Rabbit, and this Rabbit got massive amount of views. People are getting excited, and others are just milking the views, not giving real, opinion that matters. It just, yeah, I bought it. I bought this. Everyone's buying it. So because they bought it, the audience are like, oh my God, my guru, this guy's buying, so it must be cool. Later, you find out it's shitty. Because personally, I just told you. I even literally, and the reason I talked about Marcus Brownlee is because I noticed a pattern. The videos he reviews, the stuff he reviews, quite a few are kind of horse crap. So I'm like, for example, the Apple, the thingy, the announcement, the Oculus, whatever, the VR set, mixed review, right? Because I have the first Oculus, by the way, I have the first Oculus from Facebook. I know you can compare it, but I literally mentioned when you have the first time, you wear it for a long time, it's heavy. There are some cons. Of course, there are a lot of pros. You see fascinating stuff, but there's some cons. They don't address the cons. And now people are realizing, oh man, it's a little heavy. Could it make it lighter? Apple's like, nope, that's all we can do right now, and blah, blah, blah. So once you buy, there's no way going back. I mean, it's the way it is. So you have to be careful. And these guys, they get incentivized. I mean, I believe they get some huge amount of money, contract deals, sponsorship, man. And when this guy, Marcus Brownlee, he's also, let me come back to this, okay, the Rabbit. What are these companies hiding? Dave Tootie, huge following. And you can see the crazy part is the amount of likes and dislikes here, the ratio. That's interesting. The number tells you quite a bit. A lot of people agree. And it's not just me. If you look at the comments, I'll show you the comments in a bit because that's where it's interesting. So he raised some legitimate concerns, all right? He literally mentions in some way, and whatever I just told you right now about that you can have this on the phone already, as an app. Why would you want a standalone when you can make it more easier?
Okay, this is a very important question. And every time they've been asked this question, these companies, again, they dodge it.
And if you follow me, I don't like to react, like play their videos like Asmongold. They let them talk. I usually give my 2 cents instead of, but I want to show you a few pieces of this. That's why. What if it hallucinates? In ChatGPT, if it hallucinates, it's okay. But this can do actions. So instead of like ordering 1 pizza, what if it just malfunctions, like hallucinates and just orders 10 pizzas for you? Or does the same thing with the Uber, right? 10 orders, like that's a problem, basically. These are the concerns that they didn't address. And another point, which is very interesting. Let me see. It's not even about this video. It's about the comment I'm going to show you right now about Marcus Lee. And I will have a video on Marcus Lee very soon.
Action model is that it's an AI model that performs actions based on your prompting. So instead of just reacting to language and text and stuff like that, this can actually do like mouse clicks and scrolling, and it can be trained just like a language model. So if you just showed this lamb how you edit a photo in Photoshop, let's say, and then you got 5,000 people to show this lamb how they do it, it would learn. And then in the future, it would be able to devices, like the pre-release devices, and they're editing the videos on the wait time. Like they'll ask it a prompt.
Who designed the Williamsburg Bridge?
The Williamsburg Bridge. And instead of letting...
You see that? The cut? What's that? Why can't you just show the respawn time? Yeah, that's always the case. Why are you editing it? Why can't you just show a live demo? How about the live demo?
The video runs so that the viewers can get a sense of how long these things actually take to respond to things. They'll cut the video and just edit it to when the response happens. It is so weird. It's like that wait time, that lag is a big factor in determining how good or useful these things really are. There's the argument to be made like, okay, this is pre-production engineering stuff, so the wait time that's live
and talks about a few other concerns, which are, just whatever basic stuff. And he mentioned another company, this one. I also have a keyboard just like this, that laser keyboard, right on my podcast station, right there at the back. I'll show you some other time. All right, nothing fancy. What they're doing right now here, the projection.
The simple reasoning is that
so my one would just project the keyboard, entire keyboard right here on your hand or wherever it is. So people are like, oh my God, this is fascinating. I just find it another grift. And I also look at patterns of people, what they kind of do and stuff, just coming from a lot of different cultures and background. So hey, not judging, but analyzing. That's the right word.
That
analyzing
feature was actually good. If a laser
analyzing based on experience and history and past. That's the best way to put it. All right. And I don't want to show you anything else here. I just want to get straight to the comment. And I will do a follow-up on this. I will have to have a video just on Marcus Lee. This is not about Marcus Lee, but guess what? After he did this, I got to play with Rabbit R1 recently, and I have a lot of thoughts. He has a lot of thoughts. 2 days ago. I mean, he has to comment. Very strange though, all of a sudden. Like, why is he commenting? Like, he has 16 million, 18 million versus like this guy 3 million. But this has a lot of views, 500,000 views. And please share. First impressions coming soon, sure bro. And then sure you do. A little sarcasm. And if you look at here, sure, you do 32 likes. A lot of people kind of agree with this guy. And again, look at this one here, response. Dave 2D, give me a week or two to organize it all. A lot of your points are very valid, of course. Okay, so that's why I said I'm gonna do a video like on Marcus Lee himself, because let him actually do the video, and I want to see what he comes up with. And now, just to show you, if you look at some of the other comments here, Lamb itself is interesting. None of his devices are. Let's hope. Okay, fine. Excellent video. I don't even consider the elevator access the world would need if it was a phone. Everyone's saying this pretty much similar stuff. You're just trying to not eliminating the phone. Yeah, you're trying to make people carry two other things. How convenient. Debatable. Like I mentioned, I am a sucker for gadgets. I enjoy gadgets, but it depends on what you're trying to achieve. The human people seem really serious. All the marketing has some tone as someone selling coffins. See that? That's the point. The CEO of Rabbit is even on the board of director of Teenage Engineering, official collab. This is the type of skepticism we need in the tech community. It's crazy how far marketing alone can go when it comes to stuff like this. I kid you not. I covered crypto. I covered quite a few things. Marketing, the hype is so real. It's going to blow your mind. And now it's much easier that money just moves around and people forget about it. In this era, when nobody wants to take a stand, it's just like, oh, they grifted, they moved on, now they move on to the new grift. They have they don't have any fear. So whether it's Marcus Lee with 18 million followers who says Rabbit is awesome, I'm not going to buy that BS unless I actually figure out myself, just because he said so. But he has huge following, so he has a huge responsibility. But not too sure how far he's following. And I feel this guy, he reviewed Cybertruck. He reviewed this new thingy, the Apple's gadget, and now he's gonna do the Rabbit. So I see there's a pattern, and of course he has a huge studio, but I don't buy the reviews in a way. I mean, he definitely gets paid huge from the companies, but when I see him jump on this Rabbit thingy, yes, wait for it, because now the problem is, if he says something awesome, and then a lot of people who are saying, no, this is not good, then, this is going to backfire on him. So that's why he has to figure out and damage control, basically, reputation, damage control. That's what I wanted to give you today. Marcus Brownlee, just have an open mind and do your research always. And I'll see you in the next vid.